Hey chat, how you doing? So, I'm sorry about last night to be honest. That was my mistake. I am sorry I'm sorry about last night. That was my fault. And I'm sorry to my sister who I pissed off last night too. Last night I was dealing with a lot of mental stress. I was tired from work. I had a lot of stress during the day. I was scared and things were not going my way. So I was like, what if I did the stream? Maybe it would help me, you know? Also, what's up, your boy's adventures? And it didn't. At the very end, I didn't feel good. I was slowly going into a sad cloud of depression. I didn't feel good, and at the end, I became. Let's just say I didn't feel very nice at the end. And I want to apologize to my sister Panda. For anyone that doesn't know, she's a Discord friend of mine who really cares about me, and she and I knows we know what we're doing in a few days. Yeah, probably the. Wait, I'm thinking. Wait, I don't know if you're online. So, to explain what happened, at the very end, I, at the most, wanted to get better. I thought maybe streaming would help. It didn't. And at the very end, it didn't help, to be honest, not all. Also, my friend's calling me, so wait, let me get him, and then... Yo.
What's up, Nova?
What's up? You probably saw the stream last night, right? You probably saw it, the very depressing one that I got upset and nearly passed out on.
No, I didn't. I did not.
Between you and me, I was going... And to explain this completely, I was going through a mental state of, if I just keep living life and doing things correctly, life will get better. And it didn't turn out that way, and I slowly got into a very sad state of, well, not the best mindset. Not the best mindset to say.
So I'm guessing you were having your midlife crisis.
Exactly. Anywho, I'm on my server right now, actually. So, I want to make this stream to explain the Rifko storyline a bit more. Because I think the last stream probably didn't. You can hop in if you want. You can add in stuff. I don't mind. I'm still developing the story plots as I'm going. You can hop in whenever you want. I don't mind. So, the whole story plot of Rifko, unlike the first stream, I'm going to add a bit more lore, is that Novum... Well, there's each character in stream is going to have a specific personality. Kind of like one person's going to be very nice. One person's going to be very tough to deal with. You get the whole gist, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be the end with each characteristic. In each character, there's going to be a different story plot to it. Nova is going to develop a more human attachment to certain characters while developing a non-human personality to others. Some characters are going to develop a deep hatred, and some are going to develop a very kind, caring effect to it. Novum himself is going to be the... I guess... It's like this... Have you ever heard the story of Hubris?
I think so.
The story where it's like the play that it basically tells like 3 generations of families at one time, but it ends in a horrible disaster or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what the entire riff goes. And before anyone asks what that is, it's basically a Roman story that I have been in love with all my life, because it's a very interesting story for that. So at the very end, I've used that story plot to my idea of, what if I, instead of making it a Roman story, what if I made it like a company shut down, but someone didn't want to let go of the idea or something. Kind of like my channel, I guess. But by the very end, something would go horribly wrong, and it's either gonna
No,
change.
that.
What? You can. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I'm just telling my dogs inside.
So basically, it's either, and how it's gonna work is the Horoscope story is not gonna be kind of like, it's not gonna be like the Dream SMP at all, where it's based around one person.
It's not gonna be full of lore.
It's not gonna be the.
It's not gonna be full to the brim.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like the story is set in stone. At the end of each thing, I'm gonna basically let people talk in chat. Basically, the whole story's gonna be based around how people react to it. If they want a good ending, they get a good ending. If they want a bad ending, a bad ending. Kind of like the people aren't gonna be the one just watching; they're gonna contribute to the story too. Kind of like a voting system, I guess, which I probably should set up very soon.
Yeah.
Wait, can you play Minecraft, or are you not able to?
I can. I can. Actually, want to play Fortnite? I haven't played it in a while.
Between me, the game has gone good. Fortnite has gotten a bit stale recently. They updated it, but it didn't update much.
True, but yeah, but like my brother's on the computer, so I can't really play on. So I can't really play Minecraft, and the Minecraft that I have on my Xbox is Bedrock, so I can't.
Bedrock sucks. I don't like Bedrock. I shouldn't say that it doesn't suck, but I guess we can keep talking about the story a little while playing Fortnite, because, like, also there is a reason why the story of Rifko has a lot of implications on universe jumping and dimensional stuff.
Yeah.
It's because
we're just giving a little hints about the story. We're not giving away like the whole story.
Exactly. Like, so to explain why the story is a bit like this, it's because there's 3 friends. My friend Panda made a server, and she has a server called the Crystal Magic, which I don't know when that's gonna come out, to be honest. But I'm
to be honest,
on her side.
Dude, to be honest, Crystal Magic kind of sounds like cooking meth. Sounds like a meth mission.
But she's my sister, and I respect her unless she's trying something. So that's the thing.
Welcome to Operation Crystal Magic, where today we will be cooking 10,000 pounds of meth.
So basically, in return for her, I felt bad, and I'll explain what happened night after. So after the stream, me and my sister had a fight, and I felt bad.
Aww.
Because I didn't talk to her for months, and if one does not know, I have extreme isolation disorder, aka I am an extreme introvert.
I'm an introvert, but I really don't care if I have friends or not. I can just stay inside and not do much, just play Xbox.
The whole problem with my introverted side is that I slowly become this person that I say everything's gonna be fine, nothing's gonna go wrong, and when it does, my body takes it like a tank, and basically a brick wall hitting me in the head.
Yeah, never say everything's gonna be okay if you just keep being yourself.
In high school, I was bullied a lot.
There's definitely gonna be a bunch of problems with your life, no matter what you do.
I was bullied a lot in high school. Like, Fern doesn't know, I don't have any siblings, which is one of the main reasons I made this channel and a lot of other things. Like, growing up, I had a lot of friends. My friend Samantha, she now works for Disney at the moment. Me and her were the closest thing to have.
Disney?
Yeah, she works for Disney and Orlando, Universal.
Uh-huh.
So, before she went to college, me and her used to hang out a lot. She was like the sister never had, to be honest. She was one of those friends that you and her were so close that you could have been genuine siblings, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So one day, she went to college, and it hit me hard. But I was like, okay, maybe I'll talk to some high school friends. Then my friend Luke went to college in a different state.
That hit hard.
Exactly. Which each time that hit me, I slowly began realizing I don't have much in my life. Like, yes, I am applied to college. Yes, I have a job that I get paid pretty good. Yes, I do have a lot of good things. But money, a job, it's not going to help my mental state. So, for the last week, I've been going to a therapist. which I've been going to one for many years, but I've been talking to her about this, and I'm not going to say what I'm talked about, but I talked to her about this because at this point it was slowly starting to mentally not become healthy to a point where I would take every single thing with not with a grain of salt, but with a grain of sugar, and everything will become either overly enthusiastic or overly cooked. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I get it.
It wasn't good. It was not the best mindset, and at that point, I realized something needed to change. So, at the end, Novum's characteristic is going to be that he either takes everything super seriously or not serious at all. That's my idea of what Novum's personality probably is, because in real life, I am that kind of personality, where I can take things super calm or super serious, but if something goes wrong, then I feel like it's my fault in the process because I didn't care enough about it, or something, I guess.
Joe Nova.
Yeah, what's up?
I just straight up got 1,000 free V-Bucks.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a Rocket League thing.
Oh, nice. At the very end,
So
I might hop on Fortnite, actually. Who knows? Maybe you can hop on something else. I mean, we're still going to talk about the Rift Code story lore, but it's still going to be a lot more, and I really, like...
Yeah, but instead of, not doing anything, we're just gonna be playing it.
Yeah. At the very end, I'm going to explain this too. Does anyone remember the game Crash Bandicoot 4? At the very end. Does anyone remember Crash 4 or, any of those games? Like, the new game Crash 4 that came out just recently, or, what was the other one? Drifted Away or Rifted Away or something. Those games gave me the inspiration for the Riftco concept, actually. Like, I love the idea of a company able to go through universal limits and create things that could possibly exist, but also fuck up everything else that they did in the process. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because in the very end, I like the idea of, what if there was a universe where something good happened? On stream, if you're looking, I basically built something the other day, and I'm actually liking of it. And in the Riftco storyline, I talk about the loop and a 0 point, but I never built one, so since, I think, Tuesday, I've been building this thing. It's basically my effect of a 0 point. And it's not the greatest, but it looks okay. My texture pack really messed up the glass effect, but it does look good, and I kind of do like it, actually. It's one of the more unique things I built recently in this server, and it kind of leads the entire server to have a bit more of a sci-fi-esque kind of effect. If that makes sense.
No.
Yes.
So, like 6 bears in Fortnite?
6 bears?
Yeah. Like the teddy, the love bear, yeah, all of those. All the very...
You mean the Cuddle Bear team leaders?
Yeah.
Oh, I do not like the skins.
They made a Deadpool version of it.
Yeah, I know they made a Deadpool version. They made one for the Marvel season last year. No, they made one for the Cuddle Pool, and I think the other one was like a Deadpool version of the Raven skin. I'm not sure. As well as Fortnite does contribute with the whole lore situation, because Fortnite I did play for a majority since Season 5, and just the idea of having a loop or having something that feels almost right out of home, but not out of place, if that makes any sense.
They added Kratos.
Yeah, I know. At the end, I liked the idea of it, so I thought, why don't I mix the Fortnite loop concept with a universal kind of timeline-ish, the Undertale timeline thing. Well, I mix the timelines of Undertale, the loop theory where things get rifted in or out by another company, Riftco, in and out, mix that, and then mix the Crash 4 mechanics where it's like you have different universes that can be accessed by quantum abilities.
Nova, I'm gonna trigger you with something about Fortnite real quick. I'm
Go
triggering
for it.
you real quick.
Go for it.
Oh my god! Why did Halo steal the Fortnite guy? Halo stole the Fortnite guy.
I have seen that meme before. I have seen that meme before. Actually, it's one of my favorite ones so far. How brain did you have to be just to say that? Because Halo exists.
Fortnite needs to sue Halo.
At the very end, can I officially saying? A
My
lot of the
point.
games that I did play as a kid, which was like Crack and Rank It or something, or it was like every game I played as a kid, I always loved sci-fi-ish kind of games. Not like Star Wars sci-fi. But I love the stories of like Back to the Future-esque, where you could go back in time and mess something up and change everything about the future. With one small mistake, if that makes any sense.
Here, I'm gonna find you real quick.
I loved that concept, so I
Nova, fuck.
So I thought you may continue. You may say that. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, I said Nova, fuck. Yeah, I just invited you.
So my idea was, why don't I mix all 4 concepts and make some kind of story out of it, not just build a map? Because so the first Minecraft map I made wasn't even part of the Rifco storyline. I just started building something and I really liked it and I kept going. The second one, I want to kind of put lore implications, kind of make it a storyline, maybe give like a bit of more lore to it. And then the third one, which is this map I'm on right now, I wanted to create something. On my microphone busted? I don't know. My mic fucked up.
I can hear you.
No, because sometimes my microphone just wants to die out randomly. But sometimes, like at the end, the Rifco storyline is continued on with this server. Though the first one, it wasn't part of it. I wanted to make it a storyline plot because it was interesting. You have a world that is constantly changing, but also is having a fight between trying to keep it stabilized, and the second one being everything could collapse any second.
Yeah.
It's more of a story of, like I said, story of hubris. But in plot idea, Novum will be, like, there's going to be 9 characters. I don't know if Che and everyone else is going to join, to be honest. Maybe they're going to be busy. I have no clue. I'm not going to force them in if they don't want to join, to be honest. I don't want to force people. I don't like force people into a certain server, to be honest.
Yeah, that is kind of true. Like if someone has a choice, that's perfectly fine. They do what they want. It is their life.
Yeah. Like, there's gonna be multiple different characters, and they're all gonna be based around that neutral good, neutral bad, neutral evil, truly good, truly bad, truly evil, and then there's gonna be truly... You get what I'm saying, right? Truly evil,
Yeah.
truly neutral, and evil or something.
Yeah.
The idea is I want to make a map or a storyline where there's going to be those types of characters. Novum is going to be like a side character. For the first time, I'm not going to make myself the main character. I'm going to make a little side character where a bunch of more is going to happen.
Hold on, who's going to be the main character?
Maybe it'll be someone else. But at the same time, I don't want to be main character. It's my channel. I don't want to pull I run the channel, I'm the main character kind of card.
And I hate people who do that, kind of like Dream, you know?
Like, Dream did that, but Dream's a big YouTuber, and he's big egotistical, and I don't mind that. Dream can do his own thing. I don't mind. The thing is, the main character of the SMP isn't Dream. I think it's like, what's that guy's name? It's like an Enderman that's like half of him has like a green eye.
Oh yeah, Rambo.
Rambo's like Rambo's like the main character. Dream is, like I said, side character of the main true evil or something.
I can see Techno also being named.
He literally went on a massacre and started killing people for no reason.
Well, not really Techno, but more or less Wilbur. I can see Wilbur being a main character.
Oh, probably.
He started the whole government.
And then what's his name? And
then Jay Schlatt took over.
Like, I feel like Novum is kind of like the Jay Schlatt of the server, or on the Rifco server. And Novum is kind of like the Jay Schlatt, but he isn't the Jay Schlatt. He's more of the character of Jay Schlatt if he wasn't egotistical in a way.
True, Jay Schlatt is kind of egotistical.
I actually enjoy Jay Schlatt's videos. They're pretty funny.
I really I don't really watch a lot of Dream SFP people. The only ones that I do watch is Wilbur and Tommy. That's really it.
To be honest, in the end, the entire server concept, it wasn't like the Rifko story isn't based on an SMP. It's not based on anything like that. It's based on an idea of I want to make a story about a story of hubris, basically, but instead of making it based around that the failure is going to happen one way or another, I want to let the people of the server, the people who watch the stream, the people who vote into the concept can vote in what they want to happen, and then we can try and merge that into the story and see how that turns out or something.
Yeah. I think that actually makes pretty good sense.
And is
I know, you got a point.
And it is going to be improv, too. It's going to be, like, kind of improv, but it's not going to be, like, a really strong story implication. It's going to be kind of, like, improv mix in some way or form.
Thank you.
Because I am not the best actor. Trust me. If you see my Rifko logs, I'm never the best actor.
Oh, yeah, you're like, yeah, so there are these ponies that I've been seeing walking around.
Yeah.
There's Minecraft over here.
Between you and me,
That's scary.
those are horses. Between
Yeah,
you and
you
me, to explain what the entire that one was, that one actually was based around my other server I own. It's mostly dead. I want to kind of reference it because originally, so this is, I'm gonna explain this. This is not part of Rifko storyline story at all. This one is a server I made 4 years ago in like 2018 or 2017. I do not remember exactly what year. But I made it because I had a friend who basically made the same concept. Basically, they made the same kind of server, but they basically ran it as if it was their own personal single-player world kind of situation.
Yeah.
Where they would be like, "Oh, I don't like yes," and then they'll go in DMs like, "I will not allow you to do that. I will make you do this instead," or something like that. And to be honest, I didn't like that idea. It was so. In return, I made a server called The Hive. It was one of my favorite servers I made. And I'm still keeping it alive so far.
Wait, The Hive?
It's MLP, freaking changeling crap. That kind of shit.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that I can actually hop on The Hive. Like, on Bedrock.
Oh, wow. It's just a Discord server I made, and I tried keeping it alive. It's not fully alive, but I'm keeping my best to try and keep it together. If that makes any sense.
It's like a really good server. And now you said The Hive, I was like, what? That's
It's basically the same thing as the Rifko story in some way or form. The person, which is Nova, which is the character I mention a lot lately, is basically the leader, but also has abilities to riff things in. And recently, I've been trying to revert the server back to try and get more people to join it, because since it's been dead, I've been trying to bring it back to life, which isn't easy.
I don't like Fortnite anymore. I don't.
What happened?
They added the Predator.
It's been in the freaking game!
I never look at the Battle Pass. Never. Unless I'm buying it. I was like, there's no way that's... Like, I've been seeing videos of that. I was like, yeah, there's no way that they did that.
Yeah, I do. I have the alien skin.
They had an alien skin.
But you know me,
Dude.
I actually love those series, to be honest. Like, that's my favorite movie.
I know Alien, Predator, Alien versus Predator.
They brought the guy from Fortnite. It's the guy from Fortnite. It's called
Oh my
Predator.
god, they made a movie on the guy from Fortnite. Fortnite needs to sue. They need to sue. Hey,
I feel like that's like how most kids in like
that
Yeah.
grew up playing Fortnite will not understand that Predator and freaking Alien are from movies from 1990 something.
They're from like the 80s, maybe.
Basically. Oh my
Right.
god, they updated the end crystal design. I actually want to see what it looks like. No, but at the end, how the whole, also, if you're asking why the hell do I talk about John Jones in the Rifko storyline, it's a joke. I do it as a joke mainly because it's basically the same thing of both are running a loop, both are running the same kind of concept, both
Hold on,
are
hold
failing
on, Nova.
miserably.
No, I have to do something real quick. I have to end the call. Hold on.
Okay. Basically, that's the whole concept. But at the very end, it's an idea that I never thought of. Or, I did think of it. But the whole loop situation I didn't like. But I did want to try and bring it in one way or another, see how that would turn out. Also, I'm sorry about last night. Last night, I was my best. Please understand that my brain has been on the level of I don't feel mentally... or I've been through a lot of stress lately, so understand that last stream was me trying to cope with it and failing miserably. So that's like the Rifko storyline in general. At the end, I hope you guys understand that this stream is not just me building Minecraft, but it's also me just doing everything else, building my server, talking to friends. Though I will leak other stuff from the Rifko storyline too, because the Rifko storyline is still one of my favorite things to talk about. Mainly to the cause that it's a simple concept with a dream that I've had for many years. Like, I am no Wilbur Soot, okay? I am no Wilbur Soot, genius of storytelling. But my whole point is that I'm trying to develop a story, but it's not easy. Like, developing a story like this idea isn't easy because at the end, you don't know what will happen. Like, I'll explain. Like, making a story like this isn't going to be easy for creating the concept because at the very end, the whole map is based around the concept of creation. And that's mainly it. Like, in the game itself, Minecraft, you can build whatever you want. So, in return, I'm trying to add things that could kind of relate in some way or form. Also, I want to kind of expand from this little safety bubble I built and kind of build a bit more out there. Like, the Raider faction is... like, there's a story for each faction, actually, which I might explain now. My friend just joined, so, I guess I can see if someone... Also, I might talk to my friend Panda, which she, like I said before, runs her own concept idea called the Crystal Magics. Go watch that when it comes out, because holy shit, it's incredible. So, the idea for each location is that they're all split into different parts. And each location will have their own beginning, or concepts, or something. Alright, something happened. Hold on a second. I'll fix this. So you had 3 people on at one point. So I have to explain a bit more, actually, on the story. Oh my god. Alright. So, each location has, like, a background. And I should explain each background just in case. So, for the first location I want to explain is, this place right here, actually. It's the Lab 02. Now, Lab 02's background is very similar to Lab 01. It's basically a laboratory based for just creating rifts, learning how time works, and developing new technologies to fix the problem that Rifco developed. The whole difference about Lab 01 and Lab 02 is that Lab 01 is made from nether material, and in the story lore implications of this server, or the story lore of Rifco, the nether materials are immune to changes. Basically, nether quartz is immune, lanterns, or redstone lanterns, since they're made of glowstone, have an immunity to certain developments and problems. Basically, each build in this location is basically foolproofed to basically not be affected by the problems of corruption, which is not to say it could happen. But for now, all I'm going to say is that this location here is known to be immune to many things. Which should be said that I'm still kind of building an outskirt area of it. That should be noted. Now, these areas, to also explain, past this area, and basically up to where the village area is counted as spawn. And spawn is the equivalent of random shit being thrown together and hoping it sticks. Because at the end, I made spawn originally to be the main beginning of the adventure, where it all began. But at the very end, I want to make it a lot more based for the storyline of it. So instead of just leaving it with cobblestone on the floor, which you can clearly see, that's where most of the landmass is from, I wanted to kind of develop it into a much more natural looking land feature, kind of like if it were to actually exist. Oh, someone made a server, sweet. Alright, I made an actual server. Yo, what's up? So that's the main thing about that. I want to create...
Nova?
Yo, what's up?
Something great just happened.
Yes.
So, you know the person that I hate? Yeah, we're friends again.
Ferris. I mean, a lot of friendships break up and they group back together.
No, like, we haven't talked to each other in a few months.
Fair enough.
Like, we absolutely hate it. Oh yeah, can you join? Because I invited you like 6 times and you haven't joined.
I joined the server.
No, I'm talking about Fortnite.
Oh, okay. I'm just flying around the server and I'll hop in. I'm just explaining the entire lore of each location on the map. I'll hop on then.
I'm going to get my old phone nice and plugged and charged because, you know.
Oh, okay.
Just so I can get the last person that I need.
Sounds good. So the next location...
Yeah, like,
Yes?
No, you can speak.
So the next location is the Village Faction, which... I don't really have much to say other than that it's the mixed equivalent of the original city location and the village. Now, I didn't want to change the Village Faction too much because it's a village. It's supposed to be a new world. It's not supposed to be a reconstruction of the original. So my idea was, what if I mixed both a village and a city? So instead of just leaving the village as a normal, it basically created the Village Faction to develop the same concept. It has streets, it has buildings on the side, it has towers, it has leading up a castle in the corner leading with a very detailed stairway, but it's still a village, but it still has like a city feeling with a cake shop and everything. It's a very simple build, but I feel like it makes the server have a bit more story design than just having, you know, it's a village, it's nothing else. Yeah. Now, the city faction as well is a village, but I made it more city-like. There's nothing else but the city and the village faction are both the same thing, but the village and city, the city is more like a city where it's made of polished up materials, and it's made of many more things. Well, the village faction is more based around like a rural village with lights and colors and sounds, basically. The castle is just something I want to build because it's part of the old map, and I will implicate that lore later, but for now, I'm kind of leaving it at that point.
Yeah. Alright, so as I was saying...
Okay, you may continue. You may continue, I'm letting you talk. Now, I forgot the reason I made this location, to be seriously honest. I forgot why I made the minor faction. Why did I make
Nova?
Why the hell did I make the minor faction again? Oh yeah, I built this faction because I wanted to create a diverse set of differences. Kind of like, so I basically merged two locations. I merged the kingdom and minor faction together to make, I guess, the big minor or something, but both these locations are
Yeah, you said that in our super secret messages that we're not supposed to know about.
No, I'm gonna say that now because the very end. I just want to kind of put that there so people aren't confused. Like, why are both locations merged with a wall? Because one, I didn't think it would be smart to have a giant castle.
What? Are you a whole server?
I agree. Personal mod. Yeah.
They
you have a
seem
whole
like
server?
a lot of things, and this
How do you guys have a whole ass server?
Are you gonna join us? I am having you.
later for this
Are you
place.
inviting me? Did Aiden take it on?
I don't remember
Aiden,
at all.
Hold on.
is yours allowed to join?
Hold on. Wait, I'm trying to do some stuff real quick. I'm trying to refund Joseph right now.
You still just give him a minute.
I guess I do not have Joseph friended.
What account is he playing on?
So,
New one?
Just playing as a normal account.
I meant like,
one second.
Here, I'll go ahead and
So, at the end, I don't really have much for the story lore implications of the server, to be honest. At most, the entire server concept is story of hubris, and I hope that kind of explains a little bit more of what the hell is going on. But at the very end, I am planning on doing a bit more. Now, I'm going to end stream here. There really isn't much else I need to talk about other than I developed a idea for the story. Mainly because this stream would just kind of explain a bit more of the lore and a bit more of the design concept. And this has only been 30 minutes. So, if you like to stream, and if you enjoyed this, just give it a good old like. Now, the reason this stream is very short is because I didn't want to milk it to a point and keep adding random shit. That's it. At the very end, I hope you understand that the entire stream concept is mainly more of a idea. Hopefully you guys like this. I'll see you all next time. Hopefully you guys understand that I do try my best to make streams work and so on. Hopefully that makes sense. If you enjoyed that, tell me in the comments or something. Peace out, guys. I hope you enjoyed.